It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Broncos and the Cards coming up next.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Bridgewater. This is caught by Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off play action. Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 1st down, Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. That extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Williams gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 16 carries, 74 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A huge play there for Denver.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patrick. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. Room here to run. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
The point after is good, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Rolling to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, fighting. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try the left side here with Williams.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 21-8. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Murray trying again after the pick six. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now on first down. Williams brings it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a rest.
That's it, buddy. After reviewing play, rules on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Why are we doing this?
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Murray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Bridgewater on first down.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
20! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
he's got a man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. Touchdown. It's complete. Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Williams. Shedding the tackle. And he's got room. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 33.
102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The big 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball to two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jordan Phillips with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw. Murray. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
2nd and 6. Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. A taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? They had to just hold on, as you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up